Merry Christmas, Canada. This is Connie Brower from Falmouth, Nova Scotia with my 2015 annual Christmas message to Canadians. As you know, I am an equal parenting rights activist, and the report card of Canada at this time of the year is very dismal. We have a new Prime Minister Justin Trudeau, who has declared that anybody in his Liberal Party who wants to be a member must support pro-choice. In other words, he's for abortion, for the right of women to abort their babies on demand. I just put up a new video on my site, occupythecourts.ca, and my Facebook account, Facebook/Connie Brower, that is quite remarkable. It is comparing the abortion of fetuses to the death of millions of Holocaust victims. And I do believe it's correct that babies are not given a chance to live. In this day and age, when our population is down, that unborn children are aborted, killed on the whim of the mother. The big thing that I find so outrageous about this too is, one, the baby is killed. And it's only a matter of whether you want the baby or not. If the mother was pregnant and she was looking forward to the baby, there would be no doubt that this baby would be cherished and looked after and cared for from the moment of conception. But if the mother does not want the baby, then it's, quote, her right to abort it. Well, guess what? It's not her right to abort it, because this baby has a father. And the fathers are not even notified, let alone do they have a right to stop the abortion. Now we have a Prime Minister, Justin Trudeau, who has, I believe it's 3 children of his own, that insists that in order to be a member of, is it 2 children? Okay, Vic says 2 children. In order to be a member of the Liberal Party, you must be pro-choice. In other words, you must be for the killing of babies. I find that absolutely insane. Fathers do not have the right to determine parenthood, and when they are parents, they do not have the right to determine anything about their children. If you are a non-custodial parent, and very often the judges award sole custody to the mother, most of the times that's what happens, and nearly 100% of the time, which is shocking. I find that a hate crime. Anti-fatherism is a hate crime. However, sole custody, it's kind of a problem here, folks, because the child has the right to be raised by both parents. We have so many laws that are broken here that I can't even begin to count, but I'm going to mention a few of them. One is the United Nations Declaration of Human Rights says child is supposed to be raised by both parents. Both parents are allowed to raise them and choose their schooling. Well, that doesn't happen in Canada. As a sole custody parent, the parent chooses the schooling. And very often the father doesn't even get any kind of records or information. And that's not just at divorce. That's even before divorce. That's the pre-divorce situation. I counsel many fathers, and this seems to be the recurring theme in Canada. that as soon as the parents split up, the mother takes over and the father loses all rights and decision-making rights to the children. And this is the number one social crisis in Canada. It is causing so much upset, so much dysfunction. We are raising children that have been spoiled, that are confused, that are carved up like a turkey, slice here and a slice there, instead of having responsible parents sharing the raising of the children. It can be done. It's very simple to do it. You just need responsible parents. Hello. We also have a big problem in Canada about charter rights. Every day I read about charter rights that are being violated. What I mentioned just to you before, that the members of the Liberal Party must vote pro-choice. That is not the Constitution. The Constitution says you have the right to freedom of expression, freedom of opinion. That Justin Trudeau has no business and no right to force people to think the same way he does. That's just wrong. I'm also hearing right now that in Vancouver they want to eliminate the new Trump Towers from being built in Vancouver because they might not like what Donald Trump is saying. Donald Trump is running for election in the United States, and actually I listened to the Republican candidates debate for 3 hours the other night, and I was quite impressed with what most of them said, and I was quite impressed with what Donald Trump said. I'm beginning to change my mind about what I feel about that. It is so refreshing to have somebody say, this is not right and I'm going to do something about it, than to have the weasel words of politicians that have been in power or on the Hill in Canada and the States weasel their way around things and not say anything. I am so disgusted with Canadian Parliament and Canadian government that these guys are elected and they don't even answer anything. They don't answer their email. They don't answer their mail. And these are important issues that they are supposed to be representing us on. They don't. They are completely non-existent, these people. I've said it before and I'll say it again, that as soon as you're elected, you just stop listening to the electorate right away. In Canada, anyway. And that happens. But I am really appalled at the charter rights violations in our country. The people in Vancouver have protested the Trump Tower because they don't like what Mr. Trump is saying. Well, that's too bad, folks. It's just too bad. Why don't you listen up and hear him? Okay? You don't have the right to tell people they can't build something, a commercial enterprise, because you don't like what they say. That's what the Constitution enshrines in Canada. Supposedly enshrines. As we speak, Vic and I are embroiled in a legal battle in the Supreme Court of Nova Scotia for this very same thing, the violation of our Charter of Rights. And I will never allow our Charter of Rights to be violated. I will protest that till my dying day. You can be assured of that, because it is constitutionally enshrined in Canada's Constitution, the right for freedom of speech and expression and opinion. I have voiced my opinion today. I'm wishing you all a Merry Christmas. I hope you'll think about what I'm saying. And the people that haven't given this a thought, start thinking about it, people. Because everything you do every day is all political. So don't go along with allowing anybody to violate your freedom of expression and your Canadian Charter of Rights. Think about it. Think about it hard. Watch the video I have on my page. You'll be surprised and shocked. Okay, have a good Christmas and a Happy New Year. Bye.